Good morning, America! Mr. Oleg recording. Today is June 13th, 2015. Yeah, I got stuck a year back. But anyways, I'm recording because it's always fun to see how I looked. And yes, this is me. And this week, beginning of the week, I gained. I went to gym and I weighted myself, and I'm actually at my maximum weight that I ever been since 2011. Actually, no, not since 2011, but yes, since I have the weight recorded in my software, I've been the heaviest, I'm 206 pounds. And now I'm 200 pounds because I already dropped. I went a few times to the gym, so it's okay. I'm going down, baby. And yes, today is Saturday. It's a cloudy day and it's a beautiful day. And my mood is neutral. And why my mood is neutral? Because I'm I'm living a new life the past 3 days. So I read this book, Stop Drinking, and it had a lot of interesting points, and it's just explaining about the ego and who you are, and how my ego is always the ego is bringing up the fears and the scarcity and trying to put trying to analyze life and analyze everything, and and the ego is not, the ego is used to something, and it's comfortable, and when you drink you cool down the ego so it can relax, but it's not for you, it's not for your body, it's not for your health, it's not for your head, it's not for you, it's not you. Your ego is not you. That's what he's explaining, and it's very interesting book, and it actually has a lot of points explaining why alcohol is bad in terms of health, mind, financial, especially financial, and especially health, and then why it's hard to stop. This is another thing. Last week I started using my pen again. I call it a pen, but it's actually a smoking cigarette. Yeah, it's the future cigarette. It has not too many chemicals. Wow, but it has nicotine inside. So I cut down majorly on smoking. I don't really buy packs every day. I just have a pack and I have a cigarette. Yesterday I had 3 smokes. The day before I had 3 smokes maybe. So I don't smoke a lot. I smoke my e-cigarette. It has a lot of smoke. It's kind of cool. It smells nice. I don't stink like garbage when I go to meetings and it's all in smoke. I get my effect of being cool, and my mind gets the effect of smoke. So it's all good. So yeah, talking about the ego and what's going on, and what's going on with myself. So personal development. I looked at this, and he explains that it's not really, you will never be able to quit cold turkey. So just stop and that's it, and use willpower. That's the most beautiful part that he explained in his book, that willpower will not really do it. We don't have enough willpower because we're trying to stop the ego and force ourselves to stop drinking, and for all these reasons, but that's not the point. And that's what I love about this book, that he's explaining there's no a cold turkey. It's very hard and very few people actually do it. So the only way to do this is just understanding. You gotta want it to do it, and it's not like a must do it. It's like, I just wanna stop drinking. I want to stop smoking, And a couple of days ago, I'm just driving and I looked at it and I'm like, wow, this is so interesting. It's so different. And that's what it is. Because when I went to do a therapy on quitting smoking, and you know, she did this electromagnetic waves, and you know, supposedly they clean up your memory, that, and then when you're done with this session, it's like you never smoked before. And the funny thing is, when you actually do it, and after, you actually don't smoke for a while, you know, because that's what she does. When she sits with you that half an hour, she just kind of tells you that, you know, she explains the reason why smoking is bad, and then she gives you like a pill, and saying that, here, you know, now your brain is clear and you don't want to smoke, and she gives you a lot of all the negatives about smoking, and you actually realize it. You're like, yeah, I don't. And then you come to work and you're just like, I don't smoke anymore. You know, I don't smoke. You know, I did this thing. I took this pill and I don't smoke. It's all in mind. It's all in our head, and the ego gets it right away. So your subconscious mind is just so programmed at that point that it just nothing will work. And you actually, if you don't pick up a cigarette, you don't smoke, which is a beautiful thing. So that's, again, and that's the beauty of life, right? That's the changes. And a couple of days ago, last week, I was talking to my sister, and I told her, I said, listen, when I stopped smoking and I stopped drinking and I stopped smoking weed, everything was so confusing, and you know, I was like, I was lost and never kind of happy, and just confused, you know. But it's just because your body is changing. You're actually becoming a different human. Your mind is starting to think different. Your body is reacting to the world differently. You're not drinking, you're not smoking, you're not getting high. Your body is not getting high, so you're totally different. You're living as somebody else's life, and that's, yesterday I realized that's the beauty of this life, that, you know, I can wake up, and I can wake up and just live a different life altogether today. You know, that's the beauty. Another point, beautiful point in this book, that he says, you live today. Today is your reality. This is who I am right here. And what's around me, Symphony Kitchens. I'm in my car, I'm recording this video and smoking an electronic cigarette, and I'm sober. This is my 3rd day sober, and this is who I am today. And you shouldn't worry. Your ego always analyzes the past, thinks of the future, and I saw that a lot when I especially get high. I always think and overthink about the future. And we never, as human, we never sit down and just, you know, I always think, everybody always thinks about planning and the future, and I'm always live tomorrow. I'm existing today. My body is existing today, but my mind is always living in tomorrow, which is kind of fucked up, because you know, you're not in a present state, you're not a present moment, you're living in tomorrow's land, and tomorrow is not there yet. You know, you're not enjoying today. What you have today is what you're supposed to enjoy. Not, it doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. It does matter. I mean, you're it does, but it doesn't. You just have to trust and believe in life that tomorrow is going to be a good day, and it's going to be beautiful, and everything is going to be okay. But again, that's tomorrow, and I'm supposed to live in the present, and I usually don't. When I get high, I'm in the future and analyzing the past and making crazy goals and then coming up with crazy ideas, and I never really just stop and absorb today. You know, where am I today? In the park, looking at flowers, taking pictures. And that's what I realized why my dad found peace, because he's sometimes when he disconnects and, you know, he gets into his mode and he goes to a park with his camera, he's living in today. The camera is, he told me, when he touches the camera, it calms him down. Why? Because the camera is taking picture of the now. It's when he feels the camera, he knows it's it's the moment, you know. He's in the moment right now. He has his camera, he's gonna take a picture of this little flower, this little bug, and it's right now. He's looking for the bugs, he's exploring his surroundings, and you know, he's looking at the sky, at the sunset, and he's living in the moment. He doesn't think what's tomorrow, all the bullshit that happened today. It just calms him down that he's in the present, you know. That's why he found himself, when he touches the camera, he actually right away feels like, I am now, and now everything is okay. You know, nobody's screaming. An hour ago, everybody was, fuck you, where's my kitchen, where's my project, you're behind, you guys are fucked, la la la. But, you know, when he has the camera, his phone is off, and he's just in the moment. He's looking at something right now, and he's not thinking of the past or the future. So that's that's what I'm kind of trying to, not trying, but that's what I'm exploring and living right now. This is a, you know, again, I'm not trying. This is the beauty, where you're not supposed to be trying, you're not supposed to be putting it all together. You just gotta live. You just gotta live. You gotta smoke your cigarette, and it's nice, and it's nice strawberry smell, and you know, again, just enjoying having my coffee and just enjoying this beautiful Saturday morning before my meeting, and not thinking. I'm living right now, but and it's very hard. My brain is so used to it. So again, when I try to use willpower to stop smoking and this and that and this, it's not working, because, you know, and I get upset and I think, oh fuck, again I snapped and I slipped, and nothing's gonna work out, and I'm a bad guy, and then that's all bullshit. You know, I'm not a bad guy. I'm very positive. I want good for the people, and yeah, I just gotta start living today, you know. Fuck tomorrow, fuck yesterday. Today is the beautiful day. Today is this, you know, it's a cloudy outside and it's nice, and I'm happy. And because of the changes of my chemical engineering and my body and my subconscious mind, and not being high, it will be different, you know. I will be a totally different, in a week I'll be a totally different motherfucker. I'll be a totally different human. I'll be somebody else, you know, and that's okay, because every day we change. I'm not the same guy that I was 2 weeks ago. I'm not gonna be the same guy in 2 weeks, but that's, who gives a fuck? That's in 2 weeks, that's that. I'm living now. So he says, live every day today and enjoy today. So today I didn't have a drink. Yesterday I didn't have a drink. I went to pick up Ksenia from the airport, and they went to Mexico. Her dad offered a drink, and I said no. I said, I just don't want one. Yeah, I drink, but I don't want one. Okay. And then I came back from Ksenia's house, and I'm home, and usually, you know, a Friday evening my dad has an event, and this time Victor, his buddy, was at home, and he had a fifth grandchild was born today. So he's all excited, and let's have a shot to my grandchild. And said, no, I appreciate it. I'll have a piece of cake. So I had a piece of cake, and we talked for 10 minutes, and I went to sleep. You know, I watched some other videos, as always. That's my other thing. You know, I try to, at night, watch videos, analyze, but it's just better, no electronics, to go to sleep. So I will try to monitor that as well. And I will try not to do it, and just have my peace. You know, I had a nap during the day, and I'm actually, you know, I feel like I woke up and I have power. I'm not tired. I'm not, it just again, because of the chemistry that's changing, sometimes I think that I'm, you know, I missed the day yesterday of drinking, and I'm like kind of not very happy, but I'm super happy. I'm super excited. I'm super present. I'm super aware. And yeah, like, I mean, it's a beautiful life. Is beautiful. It's beautiful to live. You know, yes, you know, last week be an alcoholic, this week be a sober beautiful motherfucker, and just, you know, do your shit, do my shit. I'm gonna have a nice meeting with beautiful people who like to create, and I'm gonna go come up with some cool ideas, and at 1 I have another meeting, and, you know, get another job. a little more difficult people, but they're not, you know, we're gonna get it done, we're gonna make them happy as well. And then after the meeting, I'm gonna pick up my daughter and I'm gonna spend time with her, and I'm gonna have beautiful time at this beautiful day at the present moment, not living tomorrow, not living yesterday, living today. That's why kids are very good at that, you know. They're living in today, they're playing with their toys, and they don't really have, they have memories. But I'm gonna analyze this with Margarita and see if we can put something together. And just I'm curious how, you know, how kids are not, they don't really think about, I don't think they overanalyze the situation of yesterday or tomorrow. They just have memories, they play with their toys right now, they see what's right now with their dad, with their, she's with me, she's with mom, she's with grandparents, she's living in the present. The kids are living in the present and they're happy. Then when we become adults, all this garbage keeps piling up and we think we have to deal with it, and we think we have to take care of it, and responsibility and all this, buy mortgages, banks, and blah 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 blah, where you fucking go bananas. And then everything crashes because you just lose it, because you're always thinking, fuck, am I gonna lose everything, am I gonna this, I gotta make a payment, I gotta this. And then there's just so much shit happening that you it's very hard to manage it, because you're over analyzing it. You know, you're not supposed to shit, you just gotta go with the flow. So today I go with the flow, I'm aware of my surroundings, it's a beautiful day, I love life, I'm very positive. And I'm gonna be doing vlogs every day just to see how I change, how this change, and how this face is becoming skinnier and more appealing to myself, and this body is becoming more healthy. See, clear intake of breath, because I don't have nicotine, you know, blocking my lungs as much. I still have nicotine, I still have a cigarette or two, and again, you know, I'm giving my mind the nicotine not to gain weight, and that's another excuse I'm giving myself, but that's okay, I don't care. I'm cleaning up my lungs, I enjoy my e-cigarette, and I'm gonna enjoy one cigarette or two a day, and I'm just living, it's different person, you know, I'm living a different lifestyle at the moment, you know. Today I'm living it, yesterday I lived a different one, the day before I lived a different, I haven't seen my friends, my regular party people, and I'm okay, I'm very good, I'm happy, and I don't see a problem. I missed 3 big events, and who gives a fuck, you know. It was nice electronic and paint party and glow and flow and fuck whatever, you know, whatever. There's always shit happening, and you know, you always gonna miss something. The world is a huge beautiful place where people have lots of different ideas, and they do shit, you know, which is good, it's beautiful. But that doesn't mean, you know, you have to visit every fucking party because it's so cool. You just you live, you do what you can, and you enjoy, and that's what I'm doing today. And again, it's June 13th 2015, beautiful day, and I will do more recordings, I'm gonna do more videos, I'm gonna try to do it daily just to see how I react, how I feel. Honest opinion, no bullshit, no no hiding, and just, you know, a change process. I want to see a change process, and I want to enjoy it. I'm not gonna stress, I'm not gonna use any of the fucking willpower, I'm just gonna be enjoying it. If I snap, I snap, if I flip, I flip, if I drink, I'm gonna analyze why I drink, and that's it, you know. And just move on, and a new day and a new life, and yeah, just that's what it is. Just, you know, exploring the world, getting the information, and trying something different, you know. I love to change things, so there you go. New Aussie, new thing, new style. You know, the next step would be you know, my weight, my health, then my when that's in control, I have more time, I'll spend more on booze, I'm gonna invest into my look, which is, again, I'm not a fashionista, but I like that, you know. I like, if I can't do it, I'm gonna hire a designer who's gonna dress me up, and that's gonna be my next move, my next step, where I'm gonna look like I like it, you know, where I'm gonna smell good, where I'm gonna come in and people are gonna be like I love that. I love when you come into the office. A couple of days ago I went to clean my teeth and they're freaking shiny. And when I stop smoking, see, I'm looking around because I'm, making sure that nobody's looking and thinking this guy is fucking nuts, he's talking to himself. And I am nuts, and that's another thing, is fear. All of this looking around is fear that somebody's looking and thinking. But that's in my brain, and I figured out from when. Since I was a little child, I came from a very small village, tiny place, 1,500 people inside. So everybody knew everything about everybody. And you have to watch what you do. Everybody's crazy, we all have different ideas, we all have different wants, we all have different things, and everybody knows everything about each other. So you have to watch yourself, what you say, make sure you're accepted in society. Even when I was small, and again, drinking is very popular in Ukraine. When we were drinking, you had to pour the shot, do it so nobody sees, and you always have to be on the lookout. And then when you're with the girl, and you make sure that nobody's in the bushes fucking checking you out, because we had Facebook before Facebook was invented. You do something and that information goes through the village within fucking minutes, and everybody and the next side of the village, people will already know that what the fuck you did, So this is in my head where I'm supposed to care what other people's, and that's why I always meet, because I always see people. I pick people, big city, I'm living in a big city now, but everywhere I go I always meet somebody I know, which is like, I'm in a big city but with a small scale. I'm with that small mindset where I see people, I get with people. I don't know why, but I always meet somebody, and everywhere I go, and just it's exciting, it's fun, it's beautiful. I'm happy that I was brought up in a village, and we just had a conversation that's totally different topic, where I will record as well, just to keep it just to in a memory, where village life was beautiful. I had no iPad, nothing, but I was a free bird. I lived and I was happy, and as a kid, it's all you need, you just freedom, and you need your friends, and you're in the street playing ball, volleyball, soccer, you're playing with guns, and beautiful life, and now people get disconnected, they get carried away, and things change. It's a different life, things change. This was never existed. This, I'm smoking this, like, life changes, and you gotta adjust, you gotta explore, and you gotta love it. Peace out.